me better when I wasn't yours. I'm going back, I'm going back, I'm going back, I'm going back, I'm going back to who I was before.
Y'all, I am so irritated. It's not even funny. I can't even give y'all a proper intro because listen. I sat down to film my updated makeup routine at 10 o'clock in the morning. It is 12:37 in the afternoon. And this is how far I am with my face. I don't know what's going on. Of course, the one day I sit down to film the video that people have been asking me for, nothing wants to go right. Maybe that's a sign that I should just call it a day, but I also don't want to waste a day. So here we are with me starting again for the 4th or 5th, I don't even know at this point. Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. As you can see by the title, I am doing an updated makeup routine. Y'all have pretty much been asking for this ever since I got back from St. Martin. And I know it took a little minute, but I was testing some things out. I had to take some things out of the routine, put some things in. And mind you, I'm not even sure if this right now is going to be the go-to routine moving forward because y'all know Sephora sale coming, purchasing some things, gonna try some things out. But for the most part, these have been the products that you guys have been seeing in the last 3-ish months. So if you guys want to know more, let's go. Can't even fake the funk in the intro. I cannot. But I just feel like, if we start doing my face and it starts to come together, that things will just get better. I don't know. So jumping right in, primer is going to be the first thing that we do. Y'all already know, Danessa Myricks Yummy Skin Balm. This is a brand new one because that's just how often I go through these. You see, brand new. So it's just a clear balm, and this is low key. See. This is just going to blur your face. So. And most makeup products that I put on top of this wear really well throughout the day. So regardless if the foundation is, a natural finish, matte finish, soft matte finish, it's going to wear well throughout the day. When you go from having no forehead to your actual forehead, because y'all know I just had that quick weave in, it's like, oh, okay. I only had to do like this much of my forehead a month ago. And then the other primer I've been using is the Milk Makeup Hydro Grip Primer. It is going to it gets a little tacky on your face, and makeup is just going to kind of stick on. In my opinion, it doesn't leave my face sticky. Some people have said that they don't like the stickiness of it, but I do have a texture issue, so I kind of understand it. So it's more of like a stipple. Y'all know what I mean? The product on as opposed to like dragging it on, especially because I'm putting it on top of that balm. And lately I've been color correcting the bottom half of my face. I don't know if I would necessarily say I have hyperpigmentation around my mouth area, but I don't know, I've been finding when I do it, my face looks better, so maybe I do have hyperpigmentation, I don't know. So I am using the Charlotte Tilbury color corrector. This is in the shade 4 Deep, and with color corrector, you don't want to spread it out like you were spreading concealer, because that would kind of defeat the purpose and kind of like sheer everything out. So kind of the same thing I was doing with the Milk primer. It's more so like patting it so it kind of stays in the same place. And I take it to like around here. Actually, maybe I do have hyperpigmentation, because it's like there's a kind of a difference between the color here and the color everywhere else. So pat that in. Okay, so I already drew the concealer on my face just so it has a minute to set my face while I do this talking, because after the morning I've had, I need as much coverage that I can get, okay? So I do underpainting most days when I do my makeup nowadays. I don't know, I just found that everything works out better when I do it that way. If you're wondering what underpainting is, that's pretty much doing like everything that you would normally do on top of foundation, under your foundation, makes it a little bit more blended. So I start out with concealer and contour, but I end up blending out the contour first, once again, just to give the concealer a little second to sit on my face, because if you didn't know, concealer sitting on your face, the longer it's there, a little more full coverage. And also depending on the concealer that you're using, but the more full coverage it will blend out once you finally do blend it out. I have drawn the contour areas on my face, and I use the LYS contour stick in the shade Worthy. It looks like this. Contour is what you are going to use to chisel out your face. You should be contouring for the shape of your face, so don't just look at where everyone else puts it. You know, if it doesn't make that much sense for you to contour there, it's probably not meant for you to contour. So I go ahead and I blend that out. And see, the fact that I blend that out first, I can be a little bit more, just a little bit more loose with it because it's just gonna get covered with everything else. But sometimes with underpainting, if I do concealer first and then contour, if I do concealer first, sometimes my concealer brush or the sponge will start getting into the contour that's not blended out yet, and then that's irritating to deal with. So just going to brush up. You couldn't tell, it was concealer. Actually, it was everything. I'm not even gonna say. I was gonna say it was concealer that was irritating me with the earlier tries of filming this video, but it was literally at this point everything. So, and I'm going to brush my contour up instead of dragging it down. Again, just now for the concealer, I use one concealer consistently. That is the TAMajor Skin Soft Blur Brightening Concealer in the shade Tan Neutral 4. I use this every single time that I do my makeup. However, the other concealer that I use is usually a little bit brighter and that switches out. So today, and you know, most recently, it has been the NATASHA DENONA in the shade NR13. That is a placement that I put my concealer, so I'm gonna go ahead and start to blend that out. So we start down here, and I just follow the curve of my mouth, kind of take it out here-ish, but like not too much. Also remember, we already did the color correcting, and again, you don't want to do like swiping or anything like that because then it's going to pick up the product that you put for the color correcting, and then it won't help you to color correct whatever it is you are trying, whether it's little tan lines, mustache, hyperpigmentation. So pat, 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 pat. And I believe I've told y'all that I only get like an understanding of where I want the concealer product to be with a brush, and after that I will go in with a sponge. But concealer is probably what is going to take the longest in your routine because of blending. You want to make sure you blend that out, especially when you're using this much concealer. Also, I've told y'all, when you do underpainting, this is going to look crazy. I look insane, yes, but the point is to not look insane by the end of the look. You gotta trust the process. I'm not sure if I'm trusting the process today, but on regular days, trust the process. Okay, so brush out the way. Now it's time for a sponge before we get into foundation. And before I've been putting on foundation, I've been going in with the One Size powder melt glass setting spray, because not only does it melt powder on your face, but it melts everything else that you put on top of this after spraying this on your face. So just a little bit, because I've also found, since I have oily skin, you don't want to spray too much of this setting spray on your face, because glass skin can very quickly start looking crazy on oily skin because you have oily skin. It's not gonna look like glass anymore. It's going to look like chicken grease on your face. Okay, now for foundation, these are the two that I have been mixing together. This is the TAMajor Skin Hydra-Luxe Luminous Foundation in the shade 26 Neutral, and then the new NARS Natural Matte foundation in the shade D3. So I've been mixing those two together. That's why the Patrick concealer is the only one I've been using consistently, because I've been consistently using the foundation, and the two together look really, really nice. So I'm just going to go ahead and blend the foundation out on my face. And it's like you're kind of weaving in between the areas that you've already put down, but also like trying to blend all of that together as well. And again, especially towards the bottom of your face, you did that color correcting. So again, no like swiping type thing. Take the other side of that beauty blender and start blending. And yes, it's obviously a lot of makeup. Oh, I also take the concealer brush that I use as well and just literally a majority of your makeup time should just be you blending stuff out. Why is my nose running? Once again, take that one size spray and just so now take a liquid blush. This one is from Huda Beauty. It is their blush filter in Watermelon Pop. I'm going to blend that out. That almost dipped the brush into this contour palette that I'm using as a mirror. Honestly, truly would have been my 13th reason if I somehow managed to mess up again filming this video. And then, you probably guessed it by now, go back in with blending your concealer foundation before we finally get to setting powder. However, don't spray your, well, I'm not gonna spray my face again. Okay, so I have oily skin, so I bake my face. However, before that, we are going to go in with this powder solely for the color. That is Translucent Honey from Laura Mercier. Just because we are going for a bright, come on, under eye. So I'm gonna take that same brush that I did the concealer with, press that into my under eye area, basically where I put the concealer. And kind of where light hits my face. And then go in with this pink kimchi powder. This is in the shade Pink Rose to bake my face. The powder looks like that, very pink. And I don't mind getting the front of my eyebrows because sometimes that helps them fade so that the front of your eyebrows are not so harsh. Also, something about the color of my eyebrows has been throwing me off lately. I have pretty jet black hair. I know I dyed the quick weave like a jet black color, so you know I understood why the brows didn't necessarily match, but my actual hair is pretty like jet black-ish. So now even with these braids, I feel like my brows are not, you don't want your brows to be too dark, but I don't know, I just feel like the color is off. You want to get under your contour. Okay, so while that's on my, oh my god, my face, bronzer, Charlotte Tilbury in the shade, ooh, 4? That's 4. And I don't do too much when it comes to bronzer, but again, bringing it up into my concealer and blushing. Like, didn't you just put blush there? Yes, but we're gonna put blush there again. So okay, so now step 1, remove this powder. Step 2, pressed powder one last time in that same area. Real gently. You ain't gotta do too much this time around. Just a real quick pat pat. And then pressed powder. Pressed blush is what I meant. Now it's time to spray our face down. So one last time with the one size spray. I literally usually keep that to like 3. And then the Danessa Myricks Yummy Skin Liquid Blurring Balm. You wanna go to town with this one? You can go to town. And then that is usually it for my face. After that, I just throw lashes on, mascara, and the lip, which is all pretty self-explanatory. Let me tell y'all what actually made today's process the way that it was. This package right here. So I got this in the mail from L'Oreal. Is this upside down? I got this in the mail from L'Oreal. Open it up. This is what it looks like on the inside. You see that? I was excited. I was excited when I received this product because I've actually been wanting to use colorful mascara and eyeliner. So you see blue over here. This is supposed to be like a burgundy type thing and a brown over here, right? Okay, cool. The thing is, when I pulled the products out and started using them, literally like none of the colors gave the color you would think it's supposed to give. And I'm like, hold on. And mind you, even right now, would you believe me if I told you I have a burgundy red-ish mascara on my bottom lashes? I want to tell you, I put that thing on, and because I've gone through a couple trials already today, I even pulled out a lash primer first before putting it on. And then when I saw like it just wasn't giving that, I just threw on a reddish, I want to come out of the packaging. I just threw on a reddish eyeshadow on my bottom lash line to just kind of make the bottom stand out a little more. But like the entire time that I was showing y'all my base routine, I had the blue-ish eyeliner on. It was giving damn near black. Like, that is what, is it on, let me see. Is it picking up bluish? I feel like even on camera, it's picking up kind of black. Like, no, I wanted a blue eyeliner. Let me see the burgundy. I feel like, okay, this is supposed to be the burgundy one. Like, that is what I want when I put it on my eyes. I don't want it to just kind of mute out to brown. And yes, I also had a base on for my lashes, for my eyelids before anyone starts with me because I'm just not in the mood today, okay? This is the brown liner, which I haven't tried any of the brown products yet, so I can't speak on those. But like, that's not what it was giving when I put it on my face. Like I said, I'm a little irritated today, so I'm gonna take a woosah type moment. And I will come back to that and test that out. However, the point of today's video was to do a updated, what has my base routine been? And this is what my base routine has been the last few months. So if you guys wanted to see that, I hope seeing me film this, however, chaotic, a little anxious I might have been filming. I don't like tucking braids behind my ears. I'm not sure what's going on right now. And everything is just so hope seeing me do a updated video on what my base routine has been has helped. If any of you were thinking of changing yours up a little bit, what you should add, take away, anything like that, can't even end the video, but we made it to the end of the video and we look cute, so that's all that matters. So I hope seeing me do this has helped. Make sure to thumbs up, comment, subscribe, notification bells down below. Thank you all for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.